Clear blue skies looking down on a business facing its darkest day. A firm with a 242-year history reduced to relying on a last-minute deal to save it. And today, that deal fell apart. In a statement, Debenhams said that because of the current trading environment and COVID-19 pandemic, the administrators had regretfully concluded they should commence a wind down of Debenhams UK. 124 stores will now close, although not immediately, and 12,000 people face losing their jobs. For more than 2 centuries, Debenhams dominated the high street, a glorious past which analysts say it was stuck in.
It didn't create a customer community. It didn't embrace social media. You didn't feel connected to the brand in any way, shape or form. And so you had no loyalty. So literally it became a race to the bottom. You would shop in Debenhams if it were the cheapest option and only if it were the cheapest option. And so its online capability really became a sideline. And then it was saddled with this huge overhead of stores.
It was hoped JD Sports would rescue Debenhams, but in a single paragraph statement released this morning, they announced they were out, a mere 12 hours after the Arcadia Group, owner of 8 high street chains including Topshop, Evans and Wallace, also went into administration, and with it, another 13,000 jobs at risk. If you want to understand why the fate of Debenhams is so intrinsically linked to that of Arcadia, look no further than here, this branch in Harrow, by far the biggest shop on the high street. Now, if I want to find the local Topshop, their website tells me it's in there. The local Burton is in there, the local Dorothy Perkins in there. And that's a pattern replicated across the nation. Arcadia is the biggest concession holder at Debenhams. Before the pandemic, their fashion brands accounted for an estimated £75 million worth of Debenhams' annual sales. With no Arcadia, that is a lot less of an attractive purchase. 25,000 jobs lost in just 24 hours potentially prompts governments to respond.
The news about Arcadia and indeed Debenhams will be deeply worrying for employees and their families, and the government stands ready to support them. With regard to various things that are ongoing, there are negotiations between various parties and the companies at the moment, particularly with regard to pensions, and it wouldn't be right for me to comment specifically on those.
Those pensions, a question for this man, Sir Philip Green, who owns Arcadia with his wife.
Does the price match the quality?
10,000 people have money in the Arcadia pension pot, a fund with an estimated £350 million deficit. Sir Philip's wife has agreed to pay at least £100 million into the fund, but not top it up completely. And at present, they are commenting no more, laying low in Monaco, where they keep their £100 million yacht. Coronavirus could be the catalyst to fundamentally change the high street. Shops may need to change with the time.
If retail, used to be at some point in time, just putting some products on the shelves and expecting customers to spend money, today for sure you can't do this anymore because that's just not enough. For me, the high street, in 5 years' time, I don't know, but I think customers will still really want to experience the products and still want to have interactions. I mean, we're human after all.
Debenhams and Arcadia are the latest traditional retailers failing in the face of the double whammy of online sales and the coronavirus. The Edinburgh Wool and Mill Group, which also owns Jaeger and Peacocks, is in administration, with 4,700 jobs hanging in the balance, while Clark's Shoes is hoping a no-rent agreement with some landlords and £100 million private investment will keep them afloat. And others, including Marks & Spencer's and John Lewis, are shutting stores and shedding jobs. The high street may need to rediscover its relevance, something shoppers in Newport say Debenhams lost some time ago.
It's never been one of the busiest shops, is it? It hasn't. I don't shop in there, actually. I cut through to go to the bus station.
But one thing is fundamental to the high street: customers. It's unknown when they'll be able to come back in sustainable numbers, and unknown how many more jobs might be lost in the meantime.